Okay, let's talk about thank you pages and upsells, downsells, and one-time offers. OTO stands for one-time offer, by the way. So they've landed on your landing page. You've got a lead magnet that's already created. They've put in their name and email address, okay? And then once that happens, they should then be taken to a thank you page. Now, there's a couple of things you want on this thank you page. The first thing that you want on this thank you page is a Facebook pixel. And you should have one on your landing page and one on your thank you page. A Facebook pixel will tell you this vital bit of information, okay? If you don't know how to do this, you should be speaking to us. We do it just as standard as what we do. Your landing page will have a Facebook pixel, and it will tell Facebook that this person has landed on this landing page, and we can retarget those people and send them more adverts, okay? If we've got a Facebook pixel on the thank you page, that will tell people that they went from the landing page, filled in the form to get to the thank you page. Because the only way you get to a thank you page is by filling in this form, okay? What that then does is we can then run adverts for everybody who landed on the landing page and got the thank you page, or even actually just the thank you page. Anybody who landed on a thank you page, let's send them another advert for a £200 upsell or a £5,000 upsell. Or for the next part in the sales ladder of a sales sequence or of a funnel or whatever that happens to be. Now we're moving people onto a potential upsell away from the landing page. They've left the landing page, they're getting in the car, they're going to work, they come home, they go on Facebook again. Now they're being presented with other adverts for upselling because they've landed on the thank you page. So the Facebook pixel is absolutely vital in terms of you building traffic and building a database of potential people that you can market to. Now, I say a database, you never know who these people are, it's all private, but anybody who's landed on a thank you page has actually filled in your form, they've expressed an interest, and now you can send them a specific advert on Google for an upsell. So that's the first type of upsell, and it's all based around the Facebook pixel. The next type, and there's no particular order to these, by the way, the next type of upsell should be, so they go on a landing page, they fill in the form, they're now on a thank you page. So you can do a couple of things on that thank you page. First of all, thank you for filling in the form. Please check your email. You'll find the download, access to the download in your email. You want them to do that because you want them to go over to open an email. And if they can't find it, they know to go check their spam folder. What that does is when they go to the spam folder and then click the download that you've just given them, it potentially moves it out of the spam folder. It means next time you send them an email, it won't go into spam because they've opened a thing inside the spam. And also, people might go report not as spam. So it actually moves the email back into their normal inbox. That's why you want people to download whatever the freebie is via the email. You could actually have the download on the thank you page, but we'd recommend you don't do that because we want to get people to open their emails that we've just sent them because it opens up better deliverability rates. Like, we think that's fairly obvious, but I think about it, why would anybody else understand any of that, right? So what else do you want on that thank you page? So thank you for opting in. Your download is on your email. Next, would you like a thing for £10 or £20? That's one upsell. So like a downsell is, they might go no, and it takes them to another landing page. So you might say, do you want a coaching session for £97? Right? That's an upsell. For downsell, on the next page, if they put no, I don't want that, you might go, that's fine. Do you want these 5 pre-templated leaflets for you to use in your business? It's £9. That's a downsell because it's less than the £97. So that's a downsell. You might get a couple of people doing that. Like the whole point of marketing is, or the best way to run marketing is that if you can get someone to actually give you some money, you can use that money into your next bit of marketing and so on. So you end up with this circle of people giving you money and that money going back into more and more marketing. You can spend a lot more on marketing if you're getting to that stage. The person who can spend the most on marketing generally wins. And if you can find a way of getting an upsell, even if the download is not a free download, it might be a £9.99 product. Okay, so like a book, like the example Russell Brunson uses, but it might be a £9.99 training product. If you can get people paying £10 for signing up, you can use that £10 on getting more Facebook adverts out, and those people then sign up and pay the £10. So you're on this vicious, not vicious circle, an enlightened circle where you can just spend as much money as you want because you've got all this money coming back in. So you've got your thank you page, you've got your upsell, you might have a downsell. Now, one of the things I really, really hate is that you buy a product, it looks amazing, so you buy it, and then it says on the thank you page, now you've bought that, you need this to make this work. And it drives me absolutely insane. So definitely don't do that. Like, you can have page after page after page, but if you get 4 or 5 pages of thank you sequences, it's like you're just going to piss off these potential customers. We don't want to do that. You know, the whole point of this is to build trust and credibility. So make the thing easy to do business with you. Make it really worth their while to do business with you. Don't take the piss on trying to upsell them 18 different items. Like, make it really easy. Have a thank you page. Maybe have one upsell. Maybe have one downsell. Maybe even, like we do this on mine, we have a thank you page. Thanks for downloading the thing. Go check your email. Go download it from there. In the meantime, why not come and join our Facebook group? And we get people joining the Facebook group. Some people do, some people don't. The reason why I want for people in the Facebook group is so that when I go live, like we're doing now, people in the various Facebook groups, they'll get to see the content. Now we're building trust and credibility and authenticity and consistency of being in front of people. And so we're actually in it for the longer game. We're not in it for just the short game of making a sale today because we need the money. We're way past that. We're into 12 months down the line. That's where we're looking to make the sales. We're not looking to make sales today. If we do make sales today, which actually does happen, of course, as part of that, wonderful, awesome. Just increases our revenues. Means we can add more value to existing clients as we add more services and include them in the fees that they pay. But also, we're not fussed about that. If people come on board 12 months, 24 months, 36 months down the line, then awesome. That works really well for us. Next 2 items then, traffic and follow-up. Let's cover these separately. So, you've now got your lead magnet, and people get access to your lead magnet via the landing page. The thing that's missing is traffic. Without, we build websites for people, and people think they build it and people will just turn up and land on a website. And it's like, that's not how it works. It's like buying a Ferrari and, putting a cover on it and then locking it in a garage inside your house and putting big fences around it, and it's within a big warehouse. No one can see it, right? It doesn't exist. That's pretty much most people's websites. You got to actually drive traffic to your website. And if you've got a landing page, you got to drive traffic to the landing page. Now, as we said before, there's 2 types of traffic. There's paid for traffic and there's organic traffic. Now, to begin with, you want to be sending organic traffic to the landing pages, not paid for advertising. Depends how desperate you are and how quick you are that you need to actually make a return on investment. But one of the really good things about sending organic traffic is that you can test different landing pages and it doesn't cost you a penny. Now, you would get faster results, like you would know which landing pages work better if you actually paid for Facebook ads and you drove it to 5 different landing pages, all with different images and different headlines. It's the same download, but you're just testing which landing page is going to work better. But if you're a little bit tight and you just want to, run through this at a slower pace, then you can just send organic traffic. Now, we believe that you should be sending organic traffic for just a month. And then after the first month, then you might want to look at Facebook ads, because now you've got a little bit of data that you can actually work with, which is a better landing page and so on. And then you can like run some Facebook ads. And even when you start running Facebook ads, you're not doing £100 a day. That's £3,000 a month. Just run £5 a day. And we can help you set all of that up. But you've got to start driving traffic to the landing page. And unfortunately, most people, they don't drive any traffic. And the traffic that they do drive, they end up sending it just to the bloody homepage. And so I remember doing some research on solicitors in Leeds, and they were running Facebook ads for various keywords. Sorry, they were running Google ads for various keywords. So divorce lawyer leads, family law leads, property conveyancer leads. And we were running tests to see where people were driving that advert to. And I'd say 99% of people were literally just driving all traffic to their homepage, which is crazy. They should have a landing page. Are you going through family separation? Do you need download our top 5 tips to deal with this? Right? Are you buying a property? 3 things you must know before you hire your next solicitor, your conveyancer. Like, if you had that and on a landing page, those people would download it and then we get a follow-up call. Hey, Bob, I noticed you downloaded that. Are you completing on a house? Do you want to pop into the office, have a coffee? Like, that's it. That's as simple as it gets. That's a wonderful way of doing it. That's what you should be doing. You should be driving traffic through to the landing pages. Most people don't do it. They just drive it to the homepage and they go, oh, well, if people want it, people will want it. It's like, that's not how it works. I wish it was how it worked, but it's not how it works. You've got to drive specific traffic to a specific landing page. Give you an example. When we do our everything you want to know about Facebook ads, our free guide, when we post out specific content on social media, it says, download our free guide, everything you want to know about Facebook ads. It's got an image and it's got a link. So then if you want to run Facebook ads, guess what people do? They click the link, they land on the landing page. The landing page also says, download our free guide, everything you want to know about Facebook ads. So they've come from a bit of social media that says just that. They land on a landing page that says just that. They know why they're clicking. We know why they're clicking because they're interested in Facebook ads. So when they fill in the form, they go to our thank you page, and the thank you page that we have actually says, thank you. It says, now book a strategy call, and then below that it says, now come and join our Facebook group. So hopefully they book a strategy call, which is the whole point. But if not, they're going to the Facebook group. But everybody knows why they clicked that link. It's not a surprise later on further down the line. We don't send them to the homepage. They want the Facebook ads guide. They get the Facebook ads guide. Then they get an opportunity to talk about Facebook ads. Everybody knows what that is. So the traffic that you're sending to the relevant landing page has to be relevant. I'll say that again. Relevant traffic to a relevant landing page with a relevant download. There's no point in me sending someone who's interested about Facebook ads to a landing page that talks about Google ads, right? That's a different thing entirely. I know it's advertising and it's paid for advertising, but it's a different thing, okay? So you've got to make sure that whatever traffic you're creating is relevant for the landing page, which is relevant for the download, and so on and so forth. So you want to be running organic traffic to begin with for like the first month, and then maybe you want to run some Facebook ads, but it depends on what the product is. You might want to go straight to Facebook ads because you want to get this done as fast as you can. One of the beauties of Facebook ads is that you sign up, and as long as everything's in place, which invariably it never is, by the way, the landing page is in place, your lead magnet is in place, you can make a decision today to run some Facebook ads. If you're coming through us with some things that we need to do to get you set up, to authorize the domain name, to connect up for Facebook ads, sort the pixel out. So it takes a few days, right? But generally, the turnaround on that, as soon as you start running Facebook ads, you can start generating leads, like literally within a few days, once all the gubbins have been sorted out to actually set this up. So one of the beauties of Facebook and Google and YouTube and Twitter and LinkedIn advertising is that it's really fast to get a result. It might not be the right result, but it's a result. And if it's not the right result, something's not working somewhere. Is it the advert? Is it the landing page? Is it the lead magnet? Is it the follow-up? And so you can deep dive into each of those items and begin to improve each one of those. Let's talk about So follow-up as well. So we talked about traffic and how useful it is to send relevant traffic to the relevant landing pages. But also, one of the other aspects here, and we kind of talked about it a little bit before, is the follow-up is probably one of the most important aspects here. And as we say, we're not necessarily looking for clients today, but we're looking for clients 12 months, 18 months, maybe 6 months, 3 months down the line. People who are just investigating where they want to go, who they want to use. You know, we don't mind if people go, Dan, we want to sign up today. Brilliant. Actually, Dan, we're just going to do our research, then we're going to come back to you in 3 weeks. Wonderful. Not a problem. Dan, we're going to come back to you in 6 months. That's when we think we're going to do it. We've got all this stuff over here we want to get done, and then we want to run Facebook ads. Brilliant. That's why we do it. But if I say we're going to come back in 6 months, do you think we're going to put a follow-up email in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months? Of course we are. And actually, the way that we set this up is we actually have it depends actually. When a client signs up, we usually give them 4 email follow-up sequences, which is basically someone who's gone on a landing page and downloaded the lead magnet, they now get an email. And then a couple of weeks later, they'll get another email. And a couple of weeks later, they'll get another email. And usually we give 4. So when we do this for people, we've got a product that's just creating funnels and landing pages and the whole email sequence and the lead magnets for people. And then we've got a product where it's websites, and that's included on the website as well. But invariably, we want to include some follow-up sequences because, you know, we want the client to get a result. Now, there's 2 types of follow-up. There's automated and there's non-automated. Obviously, you want some automated follow-ups because you want to remind people that you still exist. But also, I mean, I sent a couple out yesterday, people who've interacted with our content in some way on email. I use ActiveCampaign, and in the top right-hand side, it tells me people who've clicked a link or people who've subscribed. And invariably, I will just drop them a message. Hey, Bob, it's Dan. I noticed you looked at the website page. Is that something you want to jump on a call with? And they might go, yeah, in a week. And I go, okay, let's schedule a call in a week then. Now we're getting calls scheduled. And so you've got to be following up because we know that most sales come from a follow-up. Like, is it 60 or 70% of sales come from the 8th or 9th follow-up? Notice I didn't say 100% of the sales. Some sales don't come until the 28th follow-up. So the question is, what's your 28th follow-up? Well, I don't send emails for that long, Dan. Well, that's why you're not successful in sales. You've got to be following up. One of the guys I love, to some extent, one of the guys that does it really well is obviously Grant Cardone. Constant following up. You know, he does like 40 million a year in sales on his sales training. Do you have any idea how difficult that is to sell sales training and 40 million pounds worth? They all high commission, highly motivated people who are hitting the phones and following up. Now, I'm not saying, by the way, that you should be hitting the phones and following up that way, but it is a solution. But you should definitely be following up using email. You should be following up using content. You should be following up using lives like this one that we're running. You should be following up. The sales are in the follow-up. I can't say this in any other way to make it more clearer. And actually, in my business, we're pretty dreadful at following up as well, by the way. And it's one thing in 2022, we've got a whole list of things here. Where are we? We've got a whole list of things that we want to improve upon. Where is it? I'm just trying to find it. Can't find it. There it is. So, like, we've got like sales and marketing, social media marketing, keeping your pipeline full, time management, relentless follow-up, handling rejection, what else? Negotiating and closing deals. These are the things that we're really focused on and we're going to drill down to for my own business this year. But the follow-up is absolutely key. But you can't follow up unless you've got somebody to follow up. And that is why you should have a sales funnel in the first place. And that brings us to the end of this one. Look, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you get enough out of that. I hope you're going to fill in the form down below. Come and speak to us. Book in a strategy call. If you want hand building up your sales and marketing funnels, we're here to help you. Got a lot of experience in doing it, as you can tell from the last 40 minutes or however long we've been going. But look, have yourselves a wicked week. We'll speak to you later on. My name's Dan Latto. Take care.